Hey guys, John here. Welcome back to John's RC. So today I have this awesome little RC airplane to show you guys. This is the E-Flite UMX Night Vapor, and this is the newest model to add to their Vapor line, and this time it has LED lights. Unfortunately, we are flying directly in the sun here, so you can't really see the lights, but I can assure you that they are on. It's just very, very subtle, and you can't really see them out today. Anyway, you can see that this thing is very, very tiny. It has a wingspan of 367 millimeters, and it's also very, very light. You can see that it has these just carbon reinforcements, and it has this really light tissue here, and the entire thing weighs 25 grams, so that is extremely light. It's a 3-channel model, so that means you're going to get your elevator control, rudder control, and your throttle. And you can see it's very weak, very quiet. The battery that I'm going to be using today is right here. It's a 1-cell 3.7 volt 150 milliamp hour stick battery. So yeah, let's go and fly it. Just gonna do a simple hand launch. And would you look at that? This thing is so cute. That's awesome. You can see that it's very, very slow. I'm actually not putting basically any power at all. If I look back at my transmitter for a second here, I'm flying at around like 30% throttle. If you guys would like to see how full throttle flies, this is full throttle. It does climb a bit, it's a climber. So I'm gonna try and maintain this low altitude and these very low speeds. Look at that. Really low, really slow. This has got to be the slowest RC airplane that I've ever flown. Let me try and see if I can pull off a loop here. It might be a bit hard because it already climbs a lot. Oh yeah, that's not gonna loop. Oh, that's awesome though. Just how it flies, the flight characteristics. I cut the throttle. And you know, this model is an indoor flyer. That's why it's built very light. This model will be carried away by the winds the second it gets there. So that's why I'm flying in these very low wind conditions. There's almost like zero wind. It's probably like 1 mile per hour. Let me try and bring it as low as I got to before. This thing has been targeted for the beginner flyer. And I can see that. It's got basic controls, you know, like I said, rudder, elevator, throttle. There's nothing much to worry about. There's no aileron control. So the rudder does act as the aileron in this situation here. It's a very relaxing plane. I barely have to even move the sticks. Look at that. That's awesome. That's awesome. This is a hands-off flight. very, very stable. And we have the slightest breeze right now, just the slightest breeze. And it's pushing this thing, as you can see. I'm not moving the sticks, and you can see that it's getting kind of like tugged away by the wind. Yeah, you can see it's fighting this tiny breeze right now. Do a full throttle run. Then back to 0. And the battery that I'm using is not necessarily the ideal battery. E-flite calls for a 1-cell 70 milliamp hour battery, if I'm right. But the 1-cell 150 works just fine. It just adds like a tiny bit of weight. And this thing has insane flight times. The manual says that this thing can go up to 10 minutes, like 7 to 10 minutes. But it really depends on your flying style. Right now, how I'm flying right now, with like barely using any throttle up at all, it's just going nowhere. So you'll probably get like the highest flight times with this type of flight style right here. Gonna land it. That's awesome. Alright, so that was my maiden flight on the E-flite Night Vapor. This thing was just absolutely incredible in my hands. It felt very nice and smooth. It was very slow, as you could see. Just to show you how much throttle I used, this is how much throttle I used basically the entire flight. Not even up to 50%. So yeah, that's just absolutely amazing. It's a very light model, and it was very stable. It's a beginner model, really. I think this could be someone's first plane, just as is right now, no modifications or anything. With the simple 3-channel control, you can't really do much. I mean, you can do your simple circles, but you can't do a loop. I tried doing a loop, and because of the lift that you get from these wings, like, it just doesn't want to loop. But I mean, it's still a really nice model. It is supposed to be designed as an indoor flyer, so I mean, you're not even supposed to be flying it outdoors in this type of wind. I know it doesn't really show up on camera, but there is a slight breeze, and it was pushing this thing around. But I mean, yeah, it's a really cool plane. So thanks for tuning in to John's RC, and if you're new to this channel, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys, I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, I'm here with the Vapor again. We wanted to do it justice and show off its lights, so we're here in this small little field. It's nighttime now, so as you can see, it has all of these beautiful lights, and it's really colorful. I mean, this model was targeted as like a night flyer, so let's go. All right. The Night Vapor is in the air. Now, I did make a mistake on my maiden flight. I didn't realize that this model actually had safe. And that's why when I tried to do the little loop on my maiden, it wasn't quite able to do it. So I programmed in the safe, and we'll just flip it to non-safe, and it's actually, yeah, it's a lot more maneuverable now. So you can see I can indeed do a pretend loop. Looks like the battery fell out. Let me quickly land it. Alright, let me quickly put the battery back in and take it up again. Either way, safe or without safe, this model does not like loops. But yeah, you can see it has the lights now, and it's a beautiful model. It's very bright. Oops, I hit the pole. My depth perception is not very good. Okay, that was a failed attempt. So it's the second time I've had to land, not land, but you know. Like I said on my maiden, this model has like killer flight times, like 10 minutes. And the way that I fly it with my 30% throttle, 40% throttle, I'll be good to go. So as you can see, there's not really much you can do either with safe or without safe. Doesn't matter. I mean, you can't do anything too aggressive. And of course you can't do things like rolls. But let me just give you a prime example. So I'm gonna tug the rudder to the left. Then you can see this is without safe. And you can see like it turns a lot more aggressively. Let me flip safe on. And this is safe now. This is full left rudder throw. So you can see there's a difference in between the throws. Again, you wouldn't normally be throwing with the rudder that hard. This model can fly in very tight spaces, so if you ever need to, you do have that very powerful throw. Well, powerful for this at least. But I mean, she's a cute plane. She's very cute. That's what I wanted to do, but I hit the pole instead. My depth perception at night is terrible. She's such a calm flyer. Very forgiving on the sticks. And I'm gonna land. Gimme. Okay. Alright, so that was my second flight on the E-flite UMX Night Vapor, but this time with the lights on, and she flew very, very, very nicely. She was very stable, and it just looked absolutely beautiful with the lights fully on. And I was able to go without safe. I did make the mistake on the maiden, and that's my apologies right there. That's my mistake. But yeah, I am able to do a like pretend loop. It doesn't matter if it's in safe or without safe. This model just does not want to loop with me. I'm getting really bad luck with the loops. And I actually hit the pole over there, and my depth perception is just not good. I tried going around and I hit the pole. But the model is still in good flying condition. She's basically new. So yeah, thanks for tuning to John's RC. And if you're new to this channel, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys, I'll see you in the next video.